Here on Wall Street today, the Dow Jones Industrials gained 13.5 points to close at 3687, and the trading was moderate. When we come back, the American agenda, native Hawaiians who say, "Give us back our country." The American agenda tonight, a most significant presidential apology. At the White House yesterday, President Clinton signed a formal letter of apology to the people of Hawaii. He was apologizing on behalf of the U.S. government for the government's involvement 100 years ago in removing the independent Hawaiian monarchy by force. And on the agenda tonight, Hawaiian identity. Our agenda reporters Ken Kashiwahara.
They are descendants of the island's original inhabitants. And this is their public image, filled with aloha spirit and Hawaiian hospitality. Living in harmony with dozens of other ethnic and racial groups. This is the reality. Native Hawaiians represent nearly half of all those in prison and make up 30% of the homeless population. They are the poorest, least educated, and unhealthiest of any ethnic group in the state. Now they are saying, enough. Sovereignty! No! Sovereignty now. To solve their problems, Hawaiians are demanding the right to govern themselves, federal recognition as a native group, and compensation for past wrongs. As improbable as it may sound, they want their land and their country back.
Say it in your heart. Say it when you sleep. We are not American. We will die as Hawaiians. We will never be Americans.
Once, Hawaii was an independent nation recognized by foreign countries, including the United States. Then in 1893, American sugar barons, with help from U.S. Marines, illegally overthrew the Hawaiian Queen and took over. Today, righting a 100-year-old wrong has galvanized the Hawaiian community, but dozens of groups advocating sovereignty can't agree on what that means. Bumpy Kanahele and the Ohana Council represent one extreme, secession from the United States. From a beachhead on the island of Oahu, they fly the Hawaiian flag upside down.
That signifies a country in distress.
And the United Nations flag, demanding total independence under the UN Charter.
We are entitled to the land that we stand on, the water in the land, the ocean, and the air we breathe.
Many Hawaiians take these claims very seriously. For 7 years, Michael Grace and his wife Sandra have occupied a public park on the island of Kauai, land they say was stolen from the Hawaiian people. 2 years ago, they and their supporters were evicted, arrested, and jailed. Their house was torn down. But they refused to give up, coming back, building another house, prepared to be arrested again. MILILANI TRASK, head of LAHUI, Hawaii, advocates a more moderate position, a nation within a nation, similar to the status American Indians have.
The time has come for America to recognize our nation, segregate our lands from the public holdings, give to us our resources so that we can address our own problems.
That won't be easy. Most of these groups want control over 1.5 million acres of public land scattered on different islands and now used for military bases, schools, golf courses, and airports, land once owned by the Hawaiian monarchy. While it is highly unlikely Hawaiians will get all the land they want, their demands, once dismissed as radical and unrealistic, are being taken seriously. The governor and the state legislature have recognized the right of Hawaiians to form a sovereign nation, and in Washington, the Clinton administration has signaled its openness to the idea. Many Hawaiians predict they will achieve some form of sovereignty by the end of the century. They have drawn a line in the sand, and they insist there's no turning back. Ken Kashiwahara, ABC News, Honolulu.
The American agenda. We'll be back in just a moment.